The Last Leaf, Chapter 7, written by famous writer of short stories O. Henry. It is autumn, the wind is blowing hard, and it is raining heavily. All the leaves on an ivy creeper have fallen, except one. Why doesn't the last leaf fall? This story tells us that positive thinking is all about. We should always be positive, we should always be optimistic, and it works as a remedy for our illnesses. On the contrary, if we are all the time sad, if we are all the time depressed and dejected, that will make us more ill. The main character of the story here is John C. and Sue, her friend. These two are young friends and they are young artists also. John C. She suffers from pneumonia and she falls seriously ill because she starts thinking pessimistically. She becomes so pessimist. She depends on the last leaf, she depends on the tree which is visible from her window. She sees that there is ivy creeper and the leaves of that ivy creeper they fall. And so she makes up her mind कि जैसे जैसे ये leaves गिरेंगे she will also die. And the last leaf was left and she thinks कि जब ये leaf गिरेगा she will also die. But you will see in the story how that leaf doesn't fall and how she recovers. Now you see Sue and John C., two young artists, shared a small flat. The flat was on the third story of an old house. John C. fell very seriously ill in November. She had pneumonia. She would lie in her bed without moving, just gazing out of the window. So she was lying all the time in her bed and gazing out, looking fixedly out of her window. Now, my dear students, you may be knowing what is pneumonia. See, pneumonia is a very deadly disease. It is in fact a lung infection which causes illness, and it leads to all congestion of the chest and all. Now, Sue, her friend, became very worried. She sent for the doctor. Although he came every day, there was no change in John C.'s condition. One day, the doctor took Sue aside and asked her, "Is anything worrying John C.?" "No," replied Sue, "but why do you ask?" The doctor said, "John C. it seems has made up her mind that she is not going to get well. If she doesn't want to live, medicines will not help her." So this is how doctor recalled that she had made up her mind. She has become so dejected, so depressed that she has made up her mind that she will not get well. Sue tried her best to make John C. take an interest in things around her. She talked about clothes and fashions, but John C. did not respond. She did not give any reply. John C. continued to lie still on her bed. Still means without moving. Sue brought her drawing board into John C.'s room and started painting. To take John C.'s mind off her illness, she whistled even while working. Suddenly, Sue heard John C. whisper something. She quickly rushed to the bed and heard John C. counting backwards. Now, once she heard that John C. is whispering something, she went. She was looking out of the window and was saying, 12. After some time, she whispered 11, then 10, then 9, 8, 7. Sue anxiously means very eagerly, she looked out of the window. She saw an old ivy creeper. This is the name of the tree. Ivy creeper climbing halfway up the brick wall opposite their window. उसने देखा कि वहाँ पे एक पेड़ है जो कि उनकी बिल्कुल विंडो के opposite है. In the strong wind outside, the creeper was shedding its leaves. And naturally, it was November. Strong wind was blowing, and this creeper it was shedding. It was its trees were falling. "What is it, dear?" Sue asked. 6, whispered John C. "They are falling faster now. 3 days ago, there were almost 100 leaves. There are now only 5 left." "It is autumn," said Sue, "and the leaves will fall." "When the last leaf falls, I'll die," said John C. with finality. Finality means with determination. उसने कहा कि जब ये last leaf भी fall करेगा, she will die. "I have known this for the last 3 days. "Oh, that's nonsense," replied Sue. "What have old ivy leaves to do with your getting well? The doctor is confident that you will get better." John C. did not say anything. Sue went and brought her a bowl of soup. "I don't want any soup," said John C. "I'm not hungry. Now there are only 4 leaves left. I want to see the last one fall before it gets dark. Then I will sleep forever." So it seems that she had made up her mind. She said that 4 leaves are left and the last one She will see before it gets dark, and then she'll sleep forever, means she will die. Sue sat on Johnson's bed, kissed her, and said, "You are not going to die. I can't draw the curtain, for I need the light. I want to finish this painting and get some money for us." And then she said that you will not die. She gave her again the assurance. And then she said that she cannot even draw the curtain on the window so that she may not see the tree. And because she had to finish the painting and they need some money also. "Please, my dear friend," she begged Johnsy, "promise not to look out of the window while I paint." And then she requested Johnsy not to look out of the window. "All right," said Johnsy. "Finish your painting soon, for I want to see the last leaf fall. I'm tired of waiting. I have to die. So let me go away peacefully, like one of those poor, tired leaves." So this is all she had made up her mind. And she had connected herself to the ivy creeper. कि ये गिरेगा इसका leaf and she will also die. "Try to sleep," said Sue. "I have to paint an old miner. I will call Behrman up to be my model." And then she made up her mind. Sue ने कहा कि she had to paint an old miner. Miner, a person who works in mines. And then she said that she will call up Behrman, who is also an artist who lives in their building, to be her model. Sue rushed down. Behrman lived on the ground floor. He was a 60-year-old painter. His lifelong dream was to paint a masterpiece. Masterpiece means the best work of his life, but that had remained a dream. Sue poured out her worries to Behrman. Sue naturally told everything about her worries to this man. She told him how Johnsy was convinced that she would die when the last leaf fell. And she also told him that how Johnsy, she was convinced, she had made up her mind that she will die with the last leaf. "Is she stupid?" asked Behrman. "How can she be so foolish?" "She is running a high temperature," complained Sue. High temperature means she's having fever. "She refuses to eat or drink, and that worries me a lot." "I will come with you and see Johnsy," Behrman said. They tiptoed into the room. Tiptoed means they walked on toes very silently, not to disturb Johnsy. She was sleeping. Sue drew the curtains together and they went to the next room. She peeped out through the window. There was only one leaf on the creeper. It was raining heavily and the icy cold wind was blowing. So she saw Behrman that out of the window. She peeped outside the window to see. Peep means she looked out of the window and she saw that only last leaf was left. It was raining very heavily and the icy cold wind, very cold wind was blowing. It seemed as though the leaf would fall any minute now. Behrman did not say a word. He went back to his room. Now Johnsy woke up next morning. In a feeble voice, she asked Sue to draw the curtain. Feeble means in a very weak voice, she asked Sue to draw the curtain to see whether the leaf is there or not. Sue was nervous. She drew back the curtains very reluctantly. Reluctantly means very unwillingly. But because she knew, okay, if the last leaf would have fallen, it would have a great effect on Johnsy.